How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, please do me the biggest favor of all. Make sure you guys hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos. I do stream on Twitch regularly at Douglas447, so make sure you guys head over there, follow. And as always, we're going to talk positives and negatives, talking about The Hunchback of Notre Dame, a Disney classic film from 1996. If you guys have missed out on anything Disney classic related, I do have a playlist here set up on the channel. I'll try to leave a link to that at the end of the video. Things that are going to be in there are going to be things such as my upcoming Pocahontas review. I'll have Alice in Wonderland, Robin Hood, The Rescuers, Aladdin. I've got a bunch of other videos that are already out in that playlist. You guys can check those out. Just want to let you guys know of what's coming very soon. So, like I said, The Hunchback of Notre Dame came out in 1996. It's about an hour and a half long. Unfortunately, you cannot get this on Blu-ray or 4K at the time of me recording this video. It is locked, unfortunately, to just good old plain DVD. It is on Disney Plus if you do have that subscription service, so you guys can watch it that way if you're wanting to. And I think this film, generally speaking, is a great movie. I really did enjoy it. I think it's a masterpiece. It dives deep into that the concept, the theme that just because a person is ugly on the outside doesn't mean that they're, a monster and that they're not a kind person on the inside. What makes a man, what makes a monster. So that is what this film really strives for in terms of its themes and concepts. And it uses Notre Dame in great fashion to explore those themes. Another great way that the themes of the movie are explored is through the villain of Frollo. I think I'm saying his name right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. But the villain of this film is honestly one of the most sinister characters in animation history. Like, I'm sure it's talked about a lot when you watch a movie. The villain has to be top notch. When you think of like Batman and you think of Superman, one of the main reasons people remember those heroes is because they have really good villains. You have to have a good villain for your hero to also be memorable. It's one key component. It doesn't make up everything, but it's a key component. When you think of Superman, your mind should automatically always think of Lex Luthor and him trying to kill Superman with kryptonite or whatever. When you think of the Batman, your mind should automatically trigger to thinking of the Joker. And then, Scarecrow, Penguin, Poison Ivy, whatever. So, when it comes to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you need a good villain. And I think this film gave one of the best villains. Probably the best villain in a Disney movie since Scar in The Lion King. Okay? That's how this human villain, Frollo, I'm just going to call him Frollo, is portrayed. He truly believes that what he has done for Quasimodo for 20 years, raising him and whatnot, he truly believes that what he is doing is a holy crusade. That him punishing Quasimodo, keeping him locked up in the bell tower, what he's done to his friends, what he's done to others around him within his own, circle, whether that's to the captain of the guard, to his own, police force. Everything that he believes he is doing, he thinks he's doing it for a very righteous cause. Even though in our eyes and to everybody else that can see through the Kool-Aid that this guy is drinking, it's wrong. The villain doesn't want to listen to other viewpoints. And that just makes the villain of this film, Frollo, terrifying. He's a terrifying villain because he strongly believes in what he is doing. He really believes that what he is doing is righteous and right and good instead of the opposite, which is just pure evil and pure insanity. And there's a moment in the film where, towards the end, where people start realizing, hey, you know what? The person that's in charge right now, Frollo, he's snapped. And he's not doing what he is doing for the interest of us as a community. He's doing what he is doing for his own selfish goals and own selfish reasons. So, yeah, I think that the film, just having a strong villain, 9 out of 10, just because of the villain status in this movie. The film is rated G for a lot of the humor and the funny moments and the family values. I will say, though, that I think this film should be rated PG. I think if this film came out today, it would probably have been rated PG. The second half, it's very thrilling. It has a lot of great action, but it's also dark. There are some really dark and disturbing moments. So, not like blood, gore, guts, sex, and nudity or anything of that nature, but there are some creepy like moments that might be terrifying to 4, 5, 6-year-old. So keep that in mind. Especially the scene where Quasimodo has a scene, and it's like the end of the first act, where Quasimodo has this scene, and it's clearly inspired by the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, where he gets crowned the King of Fools, and everyone realizes who he is and what he is. So they think that he's a monster, and so they start, throwing stuff at him. They tie him down, they beat him, and I'm just like, okay, Disney, I know what you're doing right here. And yeah, so that very first moment within the very first 30 minutes of the film might be terrifying to a younger audience as well. Like I said, times are different now. I think this film getting a G rating is kind of an astonishing thing that they were able to get that back in 1996. But I don't think that would have happened today. The musical moments. Let's talk about the musical moments, because it's a Disney movie. It has music in it, of course. But I think the musical moments are really well done. I think it adds to the characters. It adds to the world. It adds to the plot. The side characters also provide comedy relief. And then they end up actually being a helpful component. They actually help in the finale. And they never felt irritating. They never felt like, okay, I just want to punch them if I was there. Okay? Lastly, I want to talk about, they have this love triangle, like every Disney movie tries to have some sort of love romance thing in it. But this love triangle between Quasimodo, the captain of the guard, the new captain of the guard that's just come back from the wars, and then they have this gypsy girl. So, Quasimodo is in love with the gypsy girl is in love with the captain, and the captain is in love with the gypsy girl also gives Quasimodo a kiss on the cheek, and so Quasimodo thinks, oh, I'm in love with her and she loves me, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. There's this love triangle in here, and I felt like it was honestly unnecessary, and it was basically just done for the sake of adding in the captain of the guard, just to have him there. Like, if you remove the captain of the guard, I don't think this movie would have been any different. Honestly, I think the gypsy girl and Quasimodo should have been together. I just felt like that's how I felt the film was going to go, and not with the captain. I understand why they did it, but I just felt like this love triangle thing that was in the film kind of was pointless and should have just, been removed from the film. I think the film would have been a lot stronger if it didn't have this love triangle drama going on in the midst of everything else. There's just so many different plots going on, and the love triangle one that's in here just felt really unnecessary and could have been easily removed. Still, guys, I think The Hunchback of Notre Dame is an excellent movie. I highly encourage you guys to check it out. If you guys haven't watched it in a while, do so. You won't be disappointed. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an excellent day, and look forward to more content coming out soon. Peace out.